Hello, this is a second video here at Kids Biz Club, and in this video I'd like to explain why kids need to learn about open source programs and open source operating systems like Linux and LibreOffice. Um, the current programs that are being taught in the public schools have to do with the Windows operating system and proprietary closed source programs such as Microsoft Office and other things like that. And the problem with using proprietary programs or closed source programs is two or three problems. Number one is there's a lot of expense involved in terms of the licensing. And it isn't just the licensing that kids need to have when they're in school, it's when they're out of school, paying several $100s a year to Microsoft or other corporations just to use their products, when there are actually better products that are available for free, is basically kind of costing kids an awful lot of money. So the first reason to use open source products is that the Linux operating system is free, LibreOffice is free, and kids will benefit for an entire lifetime in terms of learning how to use free programs. But the second and probably most important reason is that Linux is a much safer operating system than the Windows operating system. The computers are less likely to be hacked, and so using open source programs means that the code has been inspected and we know that we have a safer code. We have countless examples going on, like millions of computers were hacked with the WannaCry virus. The city of Atlanta cost them millions of dollars when their Windows operating system was attacked. The city of Baltimore is currently not functioning in terms of their computers because their servers were hacked, their websites were hacked. It's because of vulnerabilities in the Windows operating system that today virtually all servers on the internet are using Linux, including the Microsoft cloud servers are using Linux. Eventually, people are going to figure out that Linux is a safer operating system. It's the operating system of the future. Kids need to be learning about future technology, not the technology of 10 or 20 years ago, but the technology that's going to be used 10 or 20 years from now. So this is one of the things that we're doing here at Kids Biz Club is we're teaching kids not only how to start their own business and not only how to build a website, but we're teaching them how to use, we're actually having them use Linux laptops. We're teaching them how to use LibreOffice. We're teaching them how to use another free open source program called Bluefish to do their coding in, and several other programs, including the program we're going to teach them about how to make their own screencasts and their own YouTube channels using free open source programs. There's really no need to be paying money just to be able to, say, have a YouTube channel or have a business website. Now, there's another thing that's important here. We're trying to teach them how to start their own business. Business owners themselves are a target of hackers. And if a business owner is using the Windows operating system, it is exactly like trying to build a nice house on a foundation of sand. That what you need if you're going to start a business, and I've helped hundreds of businesses over the past 20 years start their own. The first thing that I teach them is that you need to learn how to use a Linux computer. So, because you're going to be subject to hackers. In fact, hackers will attack your website within 2 minutes of the time you go online, and they will also get into your database and your personal computer and your business computers and everything else. So, this is why we're teaching kids how to use Linux, and this is why Linux is so important. A, it is free. This is particularly important with public schools and unlimited budget. B, it is more secure. Now, C, Microsoft is going to be getting rid of support for Windows 7. And that's going to be coming in January of the year 2020. And that means that computers that used to work on Windows XP or Windows 7 won't work on Windows 10 because Windows 10 requires a lot more RAM than previous versions of Windows. So all these old computers are going to become obsolete. Everybody's going to have to be buying new computers. It's going to be thousands of dollars. Kids going to college, and particularly with inexpensive computers with a limited amount of storage, Windows takes 30 gigabytes of space on the hard drive. That's just for Windows and some of the programs and stuff. This doesn't include the documents or videos that the students are going to be putting on there. So Meanwhile, Linux only takes a couple of gigabytes on your storage, and it is dramatically smaller. It is dramatically faster, in addition to being safer and free. So it's going to be very important for people to start learning to use this. And so our goals do include helping kids learn how to start their own business. They include helping kids learn how to build websites. But we also want to prepare them for the future. And that means helping them learn Linux. Now, in a later video, we'll talk a little bit about how you can convert any old Windows 7 laptop or any other laptop from 10 or 20 years ago into using Linux, and it will be better than it ever was when it was running the Windows operating system. We'll do that in a later video, but that's basically why we're teaching kids how to learn Linux and LibreOffice. If you'd like more information about this, you can go to a free website that I have developed called learnlinuxandlibreoffice.org. This is a picture of this website here. We have some articles that explain all the benefits of Linux. There are literally hundreds of benefits of Linux over the Windows operating system. And this is part of a whole series of courses we're teaching here. So go there. You can learn more about it. It also explains how to put Linux in a virtual machine if you'd like to try it in your Windows computer, see if you like it. It explains why we recommend Linux Mint, which is a program that looks and works almost exactly like Windows, so there's almost no learning curve to learning how to use Linux. And so definitely, if you get a chance, go to Learn Linux and LibreOffice, and at least now you know why it is that we're actually trying to prepare kids for a better future. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video.